All right, here we go. We are live once again. I decided to make another video today because tomorrow is the 1st of May, and I wanted to get ready for you guys and gals who view my videos. Maybe you're subscribed, maybe you're not. That's up to you. But it's the ability where you can be more than a spectator and just watch a video and watch me pick out comics. You guys get to vote if you'd like to be able to pick the one that you would like to see get sent to be graded. Every month I send 4 books to PGX to get graded. Full disclosure, I do not get paid by them. I do not have any contracts. I don't make contracts with anybody because I want to make sure I have the liberty and the ability to say whatever I feel. And so far, I've worked with them every month for over 3 years. And I'm very happy with them. So whether you use them or not, that's up to you. But if you look in the description, I have a couple of different discount codes that you can use. Where if you send in 10 comics or more, you can get one of them pressed for free. So look in the description. And this is a way for you guys to do more than just watch a video. You get to vote. So I've already posted in the community section where you can cast your vote. Now, last month it ended up, I read the totals, it's actually 413 people voted, so that is an all-time record so far. We've only been doing this for a couple of months, so let's see if we could beat that. So after this video, or right now if you want, you can cast your vote. I'm going to show you the books. I picked 2 of the 4 this month, so I'm going to show 5 other options. You guys vote for the one that you want, and the top 2 will be included with this submission. Also, join the live chat because I always do a surprise subscriber shout out. You don't even have to be a subscriber, but hopefully you will hit subscribe. We're getting close to 10,000 subscribers thanks to awesome people like you that are here. Lewis is here, Dalska's here, Christopher's here once again. Madhouse Studios says howdy, Chris. Good eye, mate. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. Let me put on the video camera, and of course I will tell you any significance of the book and the price that I paid for them, so you can get a general idea what to look out for. So video camera is on, so welcome everybody. We're going to start with the 2 that I have picked this month. It depends, either I'll pick 1 or 2, but these 2 I absolutely wanted to make sure they get submitted because, well, I'll explain in a second. This is a 9/8 potential. At least that's what the seller told me. Looks pretty good, but this is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 1. This is the first print. This is not the foil variant. This is the regular first print. I just got this a couple of days ago. I got 2 more coming. So I bought these with the instinct that somebody would pick this up eventually. And Christopher was one of the people that told me that they actually have optioned this for a TV show only about 2 days ago. So talk about good timing and trusting your instincts. Like I said, this is a 9/8 candidate. Of course, there are no guarantees for that, but I would be thrilled if it was. But if it's not, it is what it is. I paid $509.89 for this book, so I jumped onto the ship a little bit late, but I still got on. So you already see these prices now that they have had that TV show option. These books are now going for $800, $900, over $1,000. So I got it just in time. So one of the things I always say is trust your instincts. They will guide you. Don't ignore them. All right, next up, this is another book. I was lucky enough to get one of these. I bought with my eBay bucks about a year ago, I believe. Got it signed. Well, no, I didn't get it signed. It was signed. Got it graded. Came back at 9.8. So I wanted to get another one before this gets too out of range. But this is absolutely a book if you could pick it up. This is the Young Avengers issue number 1, and as you could see right here on the bottom, this is the Wizard World Los Angeles variant, and you could tell because it's completely all black and white except for the color for the title. There are a couple of different versions of this, and even if you get the regular first print, this is a book. I mean, they've already confirmed Kate Bishop is going to be in her own movie. I would be shocked if they do not do a Young Avengers. But I think, like they did with the regular Avengers, they will probably do individual character introductions at first. At least if they're smart, they will. And they won't do a DC and just jump right into it. So that will just give this even more time to become more valuable. Seller said, and I agree, that this is a potential 9/8 candidate. I paid $461. And trust me when I say that's a good price to pay for this book at this point, for this particular variant. Obviously, you can get the regular ones for cheaper. I have the major variants, and I have one of the regular cover. I was lucky enough to get those. Like that, the first one I got for, I think it was like $24, because I used my eBay bucks, and it was only like about $150 at the time. All right, so these are the 5 you guys can pick from. And remember, like I said, if you want to cast your vote, you just go to my community section on my main page. You'll see a couple of things that you could scroll and pick on. Look at community, and it's right up right now so you can cast your vote. And obviously, if you change your mind, you can change it to a different comic. I leave that up to you. All right, this one, 9/8 Potential. And you'll think, all right, what's the big deal about Spawn number 1? Well, this is the newsstand variant. I just got this recently. I only paid $110 for this book. The person that sold it said it was a 9.0 to a 9.4. And they said that is because, like, what I do is I like to try and undergrade, so this way if it's wrong, it's higher and not lower. But I examined this book front and back. There's not even one spine tick. So I really think this has 9.8 potential. Of course, it's not guaranteed, but even if it comes back a 9.4 or 9.6 with a newsstand, I would be very happy about that. So if this is one of the books you want to vote for, you could cast your vote for this one. Paid $110 for that book. Definitely a, well, we'll see if it's a 9.8 potential. All of these except one, the sellers basically said 9.8 potentials. So we'll see. I'm going to go by that. Next up, I bought 2 or 3 of these when I was a kid. Bought them the day they came out, but this isn't one of them. This is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is the first full appearance of Carnage. It's the most popular because he's on the cover. This is signed... Where is it? It's hard to see because it's in gold. But it's signed by Mark Bagley. And it's the newsstand variant with a 9.8 potential. And of course, we already know Carnage movie has already been made. They're just waiting for things to open up a little bit more before they put it out in the movie theaters. I paid only $107.99 for this book. One of the things I like about PGX, and of course you can use whatever country, or whatever company you want, but they do in-house signature verification and in-house pressings, so it doesn't have to be shipped anywhere else. So even though this book looks like it'd be in high grade, I always recommend to people get your books pressed. I mean, you're talking, on average, you spend between $18 and $30, maybe a little bit more if you get a more expensive book, but it can raise the price and value of your book by thousands depending on the book, so it definitely makes it worth it. All right, next up, this is the only older book, but I mean, I bought these years ago. When I say years ago, I'm talking like 2017-ish, not, you know, back in the days. I wish I would have, but considering the price I paid for this, I'm not going to complain. And this is one of the more expensive ones. This is Marvel Special Edition number 15. First appearance of Shang-Chi, which we know has just had their trailer drop. Looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I give Marvel the benefit of the doubt with it. I paid $14.38 for this book. Now, this is not a high grade at all. It's probably between a 3.5 and a 4.5, maybe a 5.0. But I wouldn't care if this came back a 0.5. I would definitely make my money on it. It's all about when you buy a book. So when I first heard the rumors back in the days, I pounced on it and took the chance. That's why I tell people, take the chance early. If it doesn't work out, hey, I lost $14. I can live with that. But if it does pan out, and we already know now there is a movie and they have put out a trailer, and the trailer looks pretty darn good, these books are only going to continue to go up. So for $14, it is a no-brainer. And as I say several times, low grade is better than no grade. And one of the benefits of having lower grade comics, if you need to sell them, you're going to have a wider audience that are going to be able to buy them. Because that book in a 9.8, you're talking the tens of thousands of dollars. Not many people are going to have that money to spend. But if this one's only $700, a lot more people are going to be able to afford it. So you get, again, like I say all the time, it's not always about the most money, it's faster turnaround. Because you might have a 9.8 of that book, but if no one has the money to pay for it, well, now that money that you spent is in limbo waiting for it to be used again. So it basically becomes worthless to you until you sell it. So sometimes lower grades, faster turnaround. Think about Costco and Sam's Club. There's a reason why they sell stuff cheaper. It's because they get a faster turnaround. So yes, you're selling something for less, but you're making more money quicker. So it evens out and sometimes surpasses the highest sales. So don't always think the way most people think, and that is, oh, I got to get the most money possible. Because if you're waiting months to get that, now that money cannot be used for anything else. So you got to think a different strategy. All right, so 2 more books. This to me is a no-brainer at this point. I was lucky enough to buy 2 of these the day they came out. This book was basically worthless for over 2 decades, but not anymore. But I didn't have this. This is the newsstand variant of New Mutants 98. Of course, first appearance of Copycat and some guy named Deadpool. Now, we know he's going to be in the MCU. He has already a contract for at least, I think, well, several movies, because I'm sure they will continue to do it. I paid, this is a newsstand. This one definitely will benefit from a pressing. I'm going to say between a 9.4 and a 9.8, because this book, sometimes there could be a wrinkle or two that you can't notice. It's just something funny about this book. But again, I'm going to be happy with this regardless, because I'm not worried about what the price is now. I concentrate on where the price is going. And I always ask people, when it comes to a character you know is going to be starting its debut in the MCU, do you think this book will A, stay the same, B, go down in price, or C, double and triple? So, again, I base it on where it's going, not where it is. So, $719, just to show you how much this has increased. I bought a 9.8 CGC signed by, I believe, Stan Lee, and I paid $800 for it. It wasn't the newsstand either. So, just to show you, I almost paid the exact same amount for an ungraded, unsigned, but it is newsstand, so higher grades on the newsstand are going to get more money. Alright, and last but not least, I've shown this one before. I thought I'd do it again because eventually I will get this graded. This is definitely a must-own book, especially if you cannot afford his first appearance. This, of course, is Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man issue number 1. This is a first print. This is Miles Morales' second appearance ever and his first solo book. So if you can no longer afford Ultimate Fallout 4, shame on you if you've been watching my videos for years and never picked it up, because I was telling people, even with my original We Love Comics channel that I took down, Ultimate Fallout 4 and Edge of Spider-Verse 2, I was telling people for years to get. But if you didn't watch back then it's irrelevant. So this is the next book. This book is starting to climb up there. Now, I paid about $32 for this because I bought 2 of them for $75. So, roughly about $37.50 for this book. This is a 9.8 candidate. Definitely will need a pressing because this originally came in a, it was a poly bag. It was a white poly bag. And a lot of times there is that section in the middle that you peel it apart to open it. It can leave an indent. So this book, I absolutely stress, if you're going to get a book like this graded, make sure you get it pressed. One of the good things is the deal I made with PGX, I get the grading for free, I get the signature verification, pressings and dry cleanings, and grader's notes all added for free for promoting their website. So like I said, use PGX if you want. If you do, check the description of this video because I have a code. It's We Love Comics Free Press. If you send 10 books or more to them, you will get one of your books pressed for free. And if you want to add grader's notes to the back of the slabs, which is my idea, and thank you to Daniel Patterson for listening, for $5 each, use the code We Love Comics Grader's Notes, and you can get your grader's notes placed on the back of the slab. It basically makes any grading company more, responsible for what they give the grade to because it's showing up right on the slab. So if that's something you're interested in, you can add that too. So those are the books. So right now, if you would be so kind, go to the community section of my main page, cast your vote for each one. These are the 2 that I have picked to send in, and you guys just saw the 5 where you could pick one of those, and the top 2 of those will be sent out for next month. So let's see if we could beat the 413 voters that voted for last month's, and hopefully you'll participate. So 6 people were kind enough to hit the like button. I always appreciate those that are kind enough to do that. We're going to pick today's surprise subscriber shout-outs. We're going to go with Big Dave Loves Comics is number 1, and Dallas, you are subscriber shout-out number 2. If you aren't subscribers, hopefully you will hit the subscribe button. But one of the benefits of being the shout-out is if you have a YouTube channel, you could post the link to your channel or to a video. You can post a link instead. If you prefer to do your social networks, you could post a link to one of those. Or if you don't have those, or if you want to share a website where you sell comics or other related items, you could post a link there. I'll leave the choice of which one you want in the comment section. Just keep in mind, I do have to approve it first because I have to make sure they are suitable for all audiences. So you will not see the link right away. But if you're one of the people that goes into the comment section to read people's comments, and I hope you do, if you see a link, that means it has been We Love Comics approved. So go check them out and give them some support. So shout out to the shout outs. Thank you to everybody that joined the live chat. Thank you to the 6 people kind enough to hit the like button. Go cast your vote. And we'll have these sent out at the end of next month. So the last Friday of that month will be the last chance to vote. So make your voices heard so you're more than just a spectator of somebody's channel. It's my way of helping you interact a little bit and make your voice heard. So you can't do that unless you vote. So thanks for watching, everybody. Give our shout-outs a shout-out. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I sporadically do videos. I never decide a specific time. So if you hit the notification bell, you're more likely to be able to get notification. Of course, with YouTube these days, you know, nothing's guaranteed. But try and do it anyway, see what happens. So thank you for participating. Thank you to those who are going to be voting. Thank you for everybody that watched. And let me know what you thought about these comics. Let me know if you got them and what prices you paid. And make your voices heard. So thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Check out the video I did earlier today on one of the new variants that just came out that was sponsored by Southside Comics. And do not forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Happy collecting. I will see